What is up, guys? Silver Warrior here, and firstly, I would like to apologize in advance for something that you're going to notice pretty much immediately, and that being the fact that what I'm comparing in this video is a full roll and a half wheat penny roll. So the reason the title says $6 versus $90 wheat penny roll is it's actually the $45 roll was only half a roll of wheat pennies. And let me explain for a second. Basically, what I had hoped for this video was to find the cheapest wheat penny roll I could and compare it to like a $100-ish wheat penny roll with the same specifications, and that being that they both would say unsearched. And you can see that is what both these fall into. And the problem I discovered was trying to find $100 wheat penny rolls that were unsearched is the fact that they just really weren't around. I mean, there were some rolls in that price range, yes, but most of them would be, or pretty much all of them, I should say, would be like either, oh, you know, all wheat pennies from 1910 to 1919, or oh, all a certain date, or they all had some kind of specific specification that made it to where it wasn't really fair to compare them to an unsearched wheat penny roll. Because the point of this video was to compare two rolls that were quote-unquote unsearched, of course, and see which one is the better value, whether it's better to buy cheap or expensive rolls. You know, see which one of these two is the better deal, and see whether or not either one of them is actually even worth buying at all. And to compare a roll that you already know what you're getting is not really fair for the premise of this video, and I just could not find like any rolls that were around that $100 mark that actually were like unsearched. This roll, as you can see here, legitimately says unsearched in the title, so that was why I went with it over buying a full roll that would be around the same price range, because I just could not really find anything that was like unsearched that had the same type of specifications as this roll does. But regardless, I still hope you do enjoy the video. I'm really interested to see myself what we're going to find in these rolls, and without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing I noticed right off the bat that really just kind of rubs me the wrong way a little is this roll. I feel like it's not at all what was pictured. As you guys saw, the rolls that they were using for that photo were rolls kind of like this, right? The kind of rolls that actually look hand-wrapped and actually look unsearched. The kind of rolls that pretty much anyone would use should they be rolling pennies. Whereas the rolls here are a little bit more machine-looking. I don't know if that really is going to mean anything or not, but it just kind of makes me suspicious about this roll already. I don't know. It's just not what was pictured. But regardless, let's see what it contains. So, I'm really bad at unrolling wheat pennies. Sorry for that. Let me just adjust this a little bit. Alright, so this is what we're working with here. Nothing too special looking. This coin looks a little nicer than the other ones, I guess. But let me just take some time to go through the dates, and I will let you guys know if there's anything worth looking at in there. I'm really sorry about how bad the quality was. I was trying to film me like going through them all, and it looked like garbage. But regardless, that doesn't negate the fact that this roll was a complete and utter waste of money. You saw the title said 1909 through 1958, and every single coin in the roll did not predate 1940. I don't know how people can get off selling this, but this wasn't even close to worth it. You can see here, all of this is 1950s, and this is probably like the nicest looking coin in the whole thing. But then these two rows are 1940s, and that's literally it. This roll had nothing of value whatsoever. None of the dates were good anyway. Nothing worth more than like 5 cents. So I would have to say this roll was, yeah, it was complete garbage. There was nothing of even like somewhat significant like value beyond like what a wheat penny from 1958 would be worth. Like there was nothing in here worth noting, nothing in here worth looking at. It was a lot worse than I expected, actually. I thought there'd be some coins from the 30s, maybe something even a tiny bit older. But yeah, there was nothing good, nothing significant in this roll. And if you were to buy rolls like this, I mean, you would be losing so much money. You know, you could literally go and get 1940 through 1958 rolls, which is what this actually was, for, you know, a fourth of the price or less. Like, yeah, there's no point of buying individual rolls on the low end spectrum, clearly, because you're just going to get crap in them. Now, moving on to the more expensive roll, I'm hoping that at the very least we're going to find some coins that are somewhat noteworthy. I expect them all obviously to be in much better condition because the title said Gem BU. Other than that, I really don't know what we're going to find in here. I also expect, though, to be equally disappointed because, remember, this is a roll that they're saying the coins within are worth $1.80 a piece, because it is literally 45 coins, or I'm sorry, $45 for 25 coins. So that would be $90 for a full roll. And yeah, they are saying that these are almost $2 a piece wheat pennies, basically. So I really don't know how this roll is going to possibly worth that. Like I said before, I think it's more about like what you're paying for, what you could find in the roll, not rather than what you are going to find in the roll. And I just don't see anything in here being worth anything more than even $1. But let's see. So clearly, like I said, they are much better looking coins. Now, there are a couple of steel pennies I've noticed in here. And then you can see there's a few that are not actually gem brilliant uncirculated. So I'm hoping that what that means is those coins are going to be a lot older or something, because there's no real excuse otherwise to be putting 1950s coins that are in bad shape in such an expensive roll. But again, we will see what is in here together. Another roll, another disappointment is all I can say, because yet again, nothing before 1940 in this roll. I don't know why all these sellers are trying to act like that their rolls have coins that predate that period when they just don't. I've never I've never, I guess, bought these types of rolls, so I've never really gotten to see, but these dates, there is not a single one worth anything in here. I mean, okay, the coins are all gem brilliant uncirculated, pretty much. This coin looking a little questionable on that scale to me, personally, but regardless, right? Okay, well, we're just not gonna focus now. But yeah, these coins, I guess, are, you could call them gem brilliant uncirculated or whatever. But unless these coins were actually graded as such, you really can't get much out of them. I mean, as an individual seller, you're not going to be able to make any kind of a profit if you were to sell these individually. Let's say you went on eBay and you were to sell them for what, $2.50 a piece. Then you got to pay for shipping. and you also have to account for anything that might get lost in the mail, because the way you're going to have to ship them is going to have to be so cheap if you want to be able to, offer free shipping, or you can end up charging like $2.50 in shipping as well, or $2, however much it would be, to get any kind of a tracking number and get a decent shipping on these things, and then you're not going to be able to sell them at all. Like, point being, buying this roll, and for, mind you, $1.80 a coin is just not worth it at all. Buying the other roll, even for $6 total, when you're getting 50 coins, is still not worth it, because those coins are worth less than half of 12 cents a piece. So at the end of the day, I guess all I can say is neither one of these rolls was really worth it. There's nothing in any of these rolls that were of significant value, no good dates or anything like that. And I guess you can say that with this roll, like what I said was very true, that you are just paying for whatever you could find in there, because what I found in here is not worth, $45. This is not $45 worth of wheat pennies. I could not break these up individually and make $45 selling them. It is just not possible. So I guess we kind of determined what I had already expected coming into this video, and what many of you guys already expected as well coming into this, that neither one of these rolls is worth it. I guess which roll is the better deal was the question at hand, though. And to answer, I would probably say that the other roll was a better deal, because of the fact that you're still getting at least like half of your value about worth of coins. With this roll, you're really not getting like anything but a promise, and a promise that's not going to be kept, because there was like absolutely no certainty to this roll whatsoever. You're paying a huge, well, not huge on the grand scheme of things, but huge for 25 pennies. You're paying a huge amount of money, and you're just having to take their word that there could be something cool in there. You really don't know. I mean, that's just ultimately it. So I guess the other roll was a better value in that sense to me. At the very least, you're still getting something out of it. With this roll, you don't know what you're getting. And what I got here was crap. I mean, come on. Nobody buys gem uncirculated wheat pennies that are loose, because if you want to put them in coin snaps, that's additional money. If you want to do anything with them, it's going to be additional money. No one's going to buy gem brilliant uncirculated wheat pennies for $1.80, even with free shipping. And so forget it. I don't see how you could possibly make money buying either one of these rolls, but this roll in particular, I think you would be losing a substantial amount of money if you were to try to buy them and break them up. But I do hope you found a little entertainment in this video. Ultimately, I just wanted to take 2 rolls off of eBay and just test them, just to see what we could find. And I'm sorry that the video might not feel super professional or anything. I'm not trying to like make this into some, guide or anything like that. It's more so, ultimately, the video is just meant to expose the crap on eBay that you're going to find, because I kind of knew coming into this that it was going to be crap, and sure enough, it was. So please, if you're looking for wheat pennies, do not go and buy the first thing you see on eBay. Do not buy into the hype, because you saw the way this roll was hyped up, and look what I got out of it. I got literally 22 coins from the 1950s, a couple of which are not even really in the best shape at all, and then 3 coins from the 40s, and that was it. That was what I got out of this roll. Anyway, though, like I said, I do hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry it was so long, but that is it for this one. Peace.